Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing great. First of all, I wish you all a very happy and a prosperous new year. As you all know, we are already done with the RRBPO mains examination. I'm gonna share my attempts here. So the sequence of the examination was reasoning, computer, GK, English, then quants. I am saying GK because 75 to 80% of the paper was static. It was all static based. There were not many questions from the current affairs or from the banking awareness. It was all like where is the headquarters of this institution, or when was this mission launched. So why they have given the name as current affairs, I don't know. So first it was the reasoning section. In reasoning section there were 4 to 5 puzzles like designation based, double row, stake based, age based. Some of the questions were from syllogism. One blood relation was there which was tricky. 4 to 5 one liners were there, and there were some 4 to 5 critical reasoning. I have attempted only 2 puzzles. One was designation based and the other was parallel row. So the puzzles were doable but lengthy, and the designation based was on the easier side. Then I attempted syllogism questions. There were 3 syllogism questions, but one syllogism question was wrong because the answer which was coming out was only one and either 2 or 3, but it was not given in the option. So I have not marked that question. So I have attempted only 2 syllogism. Then I attempted some one liners. Some were number based and some were letter based. I don't exactly remember the question. So in this way I have attempted only 14 questions in reasoning. My attempts could have been better, but my practice was not there. So comes the computer section. The level was moderate to high. It was like some of the questions were very direct. 10 to 12 questions were direct. Some were tricky and indirect, and 4 to 5 questions were tough and it was very deep. Some of the questions were very conceptual also. So if your basics and fundamentals are clear, then only you will be able to attempt it. Last year paper was very doable and people easily attempted 28 to 30 questions, but this time it was way more difficult. I have attempted only 20 questions. Furthermore, time boundation was also there. It has also affected the attempts. There were only 15 minutes and hence the questions were lengthy and time taking. So it has also impacted the attempts of the students. Then comes the current affairs section. I don't want to say much about this section because it was fully static based. Some 4 to 5 questions were very easy and very direct, like what is the capital of Nagaland? So it was Kohima. And some 3 to 4 questions were very easy, but majority of the questions were from the static part. So it was like static awareness, not banking awareness or current affairs. So my attempts were 13 and I have attempted only those questions for which I was very sure. Let's see what happens here. Then comes the language section. So I have selected English as my language. So according to me, the level of the examination was moderate. There were 2 RCs, one was easy to moderate and the other was on moderate side. There was closed test which was again tricky. 2 to 3 options were you can do from the options only, you can cut out from the options only, but 2 to 3 were moderate. It was tricky. Then there were I think double phrase replacement was there. Sentence rearrangement was there, which was easy. Para jumble was there, which was again tricky but doable. And I think there were questions from grammar also, that you need to identify the correct or the incorrect sentence, which I always skip. So here it is. Yes, one more question was there. There were 5 to 6 questions. It was like closed test only, but it was based on idioms. So if you know the meaning of the idioms, then only you can be able to attempt it. Otherwise you will have to skip it. So I have skipped all the 5 questions. So in this way my attempts in English was only 28. So I have attempted only those questions which I think I'm very much sure about it. I have skipped all the idiom questions from the phrases and idioms, and I have also skipped the questions from parajumbles. I have only attempted 2 sentences from the parajumbles, which was E then C. First sentence was E, second sentence was C. So in this way my attempts was 28. So many of the people have Then comes the quant section. It was on the tough side. 2 DIs were there, 2 to 3 caselets were there. There were 3 data sufficiency questions, 3 to 4 quantity based questions, 5 missing number questions, and rest all were arithmetic. I have attempted all the 5 missing number questions and 1 double pie chart DI. I have also attempted 1 question from the arithmetic. So my attempts were 11 in quants. I could have attempted more, but I got stuck in the logical DI, which was table plus bar graph based DI, which is based on the people eating veg and non-veg. I could not crack it. I have attempted 4 to 5. I have wasted 4 to 5 minutes over here. Quants was lengthy because there were only 5 missing number questions from the speed maths. There was no approximation, no quadratic, nothing. If you compare the quants with the IPS PO mains quants, I think it was the level of the questions was way more lengthy in RRB PO quants. Furthermore, the time factor was also there because we need to attempt all the questions in 30 minutes. So according to me, quant was also on the tougher side. If some people have also attempted 17 to 18 question in quants because they have cracked the logic of that table plus bar graph DI. So there were 5 questions on it. So you can easily get 5 marks from there if you crack the logic because the questions were doable. Questions were not that tricky. Only you need to crack the logic. So this is it. I wish you will find the video helpful. And if you are having any query or any doubt, do comment. Also, you can also share your attempts, that how much you attempted in each section. So thank you.